I'm Captain Logan, and look, it's Jayson.
It's me!
Welcome back to Superhero Rewind Unscripted. Tonight, we're going to do a nice, relaxed, improvised show. We're going to take a look at Batman movie trailers.
Ooh.
And a lot of these I haven't seen in a long time.
And a lot of them I've never seen at all.
So this is going to be completely informal. We did no prep for this one whatsoever. We thought it would be fun to watch these all along with you, talk a little bit about how these movies were advertised and marketed going all the way back to the 1960s.
Yeah.
And
the 60s one is going to be the funniest one.
You think so?
Yeah.
By default? Just because that movie's funny? Or because
well, I mean, I just mean it'll be the most absurd.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that may or may not be true, because it'll be funny for you to see the Batman and Robin trailer, which you've never seen.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Some of these more recent ones you'll probably be more familiar with.
Yeah, I'll be familiar with, like, the
BVS one.
Not the BVS one.
Oh, have you never seen that one?
Nope.
I got a few questions I wrote out for each of these, so as we go along, just keep this stuff in mind. We're going to try to decide which of these was probably most effective or would have been for you in making you want to see the movie.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting going back after spending years with these movies, in my case especially, in trying to put my head back where I might have been before I knew what the movie was going to be.
Yeah.
You know, trying to remember what it was like, not being familiar with it.
And you were there for, you were alive for 11 of the 12 movies.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
And you probably watched the trailer for at least, 10 of them, so...
Yeah. No, I would have seen the trailers for every single one of these. I went to the theater frequently enough, and, I was at least watching television, which, those would have been TV spots, but I'm pretty sure I've seen, and back then even, I saw the trailers for each of these as they were coming out. Can you name the 12 films?
Yeah. So we got 66... And then 89.
Well, you got one. Oh, sorry.
And then Returns, and then Forever, and then Phantasm, and then
is that right after Returns? That's right.
And then Forever, and Robin, and then Begins, and then Dark Knight, and then Rises, and then BVS, and then Lego Batman movie, and then the Batman.
Lego Batman movie. Give the boy a cookie. Well done. I forgot to let you say the Batman. Pardon me. I guess since you... we'll have one later. How about that?
We don't got it.
Am I supposed to call you, the Fonz? What is going on with this jacket?
Well, I was just oh, look, I have this, but I have nothing to put over it. That was the only Batman shirt that I saw
it looks
in
great.
My room, so I was just
I really like it.
I'll put leather jacket. And so now I'm the coolest person in the video.
Assuming it is 1966.
Yeah.
You're the coolest kid in 1966. So to be
in the 50s, probably.
Well, that's true. Yeah, just before that. So to be consistent with your naming scheme, you were going through and you were skipping the word Batman, which means when you get to the end, you're like and Robin and Begins. So when you get to the end, you should have just said the.
Yeah. And VS.
VS.
That's really VS.
I want to say thanks to discussing topics because I actually forgot about Lego Batman and had to, at the 11th hour, get that in the list and pull up all the trailers. So, Jayson, what kinds of trailers are we going to look at? Because there were a lot of different ways we could have done this.
Yeah, we're going to look at, the main trailer. It depends on the trailer. We're going to look at, the first trailer And then like with BVS, we're gonna look at the Comic-Con trailer, right?
Which was, I
And
think, the first major trailer that wasn't a teaser. See, we thought this is complicated because for a lot of the earlier ones, like 66, like 89, like Returns, you really just had one main trailer and a bunch of TV spots.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a teaser. Like with 89, it was basically a teaser that they advertised the whole movie on. That I'm pretty sure we're going to be watching the trailer that doesn't have hardly any music in it, where they slapped it together and put it out real quick because people were complaining about Keaton, so they wanted to get ahead of that and say, hey, look, don't worry, and it worked.
Yeah.
You know, but like Begins had like a 1 minute teaser that everybody remembers, and I think Rises had it really early. Like these days we do a lot of, you know, short teasers. I just feel like we'd be here all night if we watched, you know, all the different versions, and I wanted to be kind of consistent with them all and not watch like a teaser and then a real lengthy one, or not lengthy, but, you know, a 2 or 3 minute one if we're doing 2 or 3 minute ones for all the other ones. So we're gonna do just the main trailers that these things were advertised on, keeping in mind that for some of the later ones, really 05 and beyond, people would have been aware of the movie already and might have seen some images for it. So you would have some cases, not so much with Batman, but you'd have cases where a teaser would come out and people would go, oh god, this looks awful, and then another trailer comes out and it kind of saves it.
Right.
Or sometimes the trailer will come out and it should have saved it, but the word of mouth was so bad already that it didn't help enough. That happened with Star Trek Beyond. Like, that movie bombs at the box office, and I've never been able to tell, I know that's not superhero, but I've never been able to tell how much of that had to do with people just really hating that initial Beastie Boys teaser, where it's like, really, you're doing Beastie Boys again? And then the next trailer comes out, and all of us Star Trek fans went, oh, it looks like a Star Trek movie, maybe this will be okay. And then we went, and a lot of us really liked it.
Yeah.
But it was kind of too little too late. Ghostbusters had that. 30 years ago. 4 scientists saved New York. It has nothing to do with this reboot that we're making that we're pretending like isn't a reboot. Like, it was dead in the water.
Yeah.
You know, but then the trailers after that weren't great either. I don't think we have any of that with Batman, so I think we're kind of safe in not watching the teasers. But just so everybody knows, that's why we're handling it that way. Yeah, sorry guys, I always have kind of a long preamble at the beginning of this, but I wanted to talk out a little bit why we're doing the ones we're doing and talk about some of the things that we'll be looking for as we go through these. We'll look for, so which trailer is most effective would have been most effective in making you want to see the movie. Going back and look at it now, it's like if these just now came out, which one are you rushing to go see? Which least accurately markets the film as it was released? Like, it's like, are there any of these that are misleading? Which trailer spoils too much of the film? Are any of them too long? We're not going to have a Sony thing on our hands where we've got any 5.5 minute trailers. Which ones have scenes that aren't in the final version? Look for that, because that happens a lot. We'll see if any of that happens with any of these.
With Homecoming, right? And that happened with the Weird Al movie.
That's true.
Those are the only two that I can think of right now at the top of my head.
It happened a lot with No Way Home, I think. I think that had some stuff. But yeah, it happens quite a lot, especially these days.
Yeah.
I think MCU, you could kind of throw a dart and hit a movie that had that, though. I think a lot of them did. Which trailers have weird scene choices? Where you go, really? That's what you picked to sell the movie? Like, you thought that was trailer fodder? People are really going to want to go see it based on that? Which trailers make the movie look a lot better than the one we actually got? I can tell you right now, BVS is in there.
Yeah.
And finally, look for trailers that use music that's not in the film. Like stock music from other things.
Yeah.
You'd probably have that a lot more, though, with teasers, because we're not really doing, those.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll see that. Okay, is everybody ready?
Yes.
It looks like, I'm glad we took the time we did, because it seems like a few folks are pouring in right now going, oh no, have they started the trailers yet? Yeah. No, we haven't.
We have not. We're starting, pretty soon. In the next, 5 seconds, probably.
Well, not 5 seconds. There's one more thing I wanted to mention before we get going on this, which is, have you ever noticed how even old trailers, you got like movietrailers.com and places like that have, I think it's movie trailers, that have like the classic trailers,
Yeah.
you know, that they'll officially post.
Yeah.
Riddle me this. Why do so many people watch old trailers? Like, I find it interesting, but I'm not, like, sitting around all day going back to these. Like I said, a lot of these I haven't seen since they were in the theater.
Also,
some of the trailers we're going to watch have, like, 2 million views.
Yeah. They also post, like, a lot of, like clips and stuff.
Yes.
Like, I think those are more understandable, but I still don't really understand.
Sometimes it's useful going back to those for reference, or, like, if there's a quote and you want to show it to people, or people just... You know, maybe they've got an anchoring to revisit a moment from that movie, but they're not going to sit down and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they just show up in a person's feed.
And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I saw that."
With
like,
the algorithm, and they're like, "Oh yes, I remember this scene. I want to see, Bane break Batman's back, but I don't have 2.5 hours to watch the rest of the film."
Especially since the rest of the film is terrible. And I mean, that scene is one of the worst scenes in the movie, anyway. But I'm sorry, I'm being too harsh. I'm being too hard on Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, Dark Knight Rises. It's
DKR. Donkey Kong Returns. Donkey Kong.
Is this your first time on a video with rewind of the title?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool. That is like an
We should have done that before. You're really on tonight.
Oh, thanks. I'm on. Ding.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Jason. What movie are we starting with?
We are starting with Batman the movie 1966.
So we're gonna go in chronological order.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to 1966. We're just going to watch the trailer, and we're not gonna talk too much over it as it goes. Like if you have a real quick comment or you have kind of an auditory reaction, feel free. But then we'll talk about it more afterwards.
Right.
And folks, feel free as always to leave comments as we go along. We're going to interact with you through the whole show. And if you want to make sure that we talk about any aspect of these trailers, or there is something that you want to bring up that we're not thinking about, or if, I'll say this too, or if there's a teaser, we're not going to play too many extra things other than these, but if there's especially a teaser that you really, really want us to play, if you leave a super chat and ask us a question, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So let's go ahead and get into this, and we'll, of course, interact with you with regular comments as well, but I just wanted to put that in real quick. And as always, you can become a Superhero Rewind producer at patreon.com/geekvolution, and the $10 tier gets you access to our Discord and lets you hang out with me once a month watching superhero movies and talking about superhero movies, and it also lets you... get your name read at the end of shows. Quite a few perks there, so go check that out. And are you ready, Jason?
You get to meet this guy. Whoa.
Let me also say that we're talking really hard about changing the format of Superhero Rewind soon to a mostly commentary form, but we're still going to keep the Rewind producers, and I didn't even mention the selection board. We'll let you guys help us pick movies. And even when I start taking requests again, we'll still very often do the polls and stuff as well. So that part of it is not changing, and we'll still make sure that you guys are very much involved in what I'm doing when we do When and If, but it's looking like it's going to happen. We do the relaunch for Superhero Rewind, and we'll still do discussion things like this every now and again as well. So Jason, are you ready, sir?
I am.
Here we go.
Ready.
This is going to be a lot of fun. So here we go. Adam West, 1966.
Everyone, flee for your lives!
Emergency. Batman speaking. Warning all of you to brace yourselves for big news.
The biggest.
Tell them, Robin.
Holy superlatives, Batman! It's really exciting. Soon, very soon, Batman and I will be catapulting right out of your TV sets and onto your theater screens.
That's right, Robin. Our first full-length motion picture feature in color opens a whole new world of thrills. The big screen gives us more space on land, sea, and in the air to challenge the most cataclysmic collection of super criminals ever. Their minimum objective must be the entire world.
And here are the dastardly villains. The Catwoman.
Oh, you're going to see the perfect crime when I get Batman in my claws.
The Joker.
Have you heard this one?
It'll kill you, Batman. The Penguin.
There are two eggs this wily bird is going to scramble. Batman and Robin.
The Riddler.
Question. Who's going to make the feathers fly and knock Batman and Robin out of the sky?
See, the new weapons in the Bat arsenal combat the forces of evil. The Batcopter.
Looking to the camera.
The exploding, man-eating shark.
Holy sardine.
Well, just tell us
The
everything that's in
relentless
the movie,
megaton
Alex.
magnet. The unholy quartet secret
Confounded.
submarine.
Our batteries are dead.
Fire one.
The Batboat in action.
McFarlane is gonna find
The deadly disintegrator.
They may have
The attack on the
used
Batcave.
it in
Holy hallucination.
I do not remember.
You'll blast through the skies on these mad, manned missiles.
And you'll be with me, Robin, at the Bat Scanner, eavesdropping on
Don't forget, I'm
Batman's
here
romance.
too. Sorry.
And you'll shudder at the death-dealing Polaris missiles.
Brace yourself, Robin. This could be the end.
Like at the beginning of
And
the
that's just a sample of the exciting exploits ahead
Dozier
in our
should have
first
been
feature
doing the commentary.
motion picture.
Right?
Holy
The
memoranda,
voiceover?
folks. Make a note not to miss it.
Good thinking, Robin.
that was weird. I don't know if that was a mistake in the video or what happened there. Yeah, should have been a really exciting conclusion. But okay, what is Jayson? So you've now watched the video, and so now we're gonna take a pop quiz.
Yeah.
You got to go to school here.
Oh no.
What would you say is the biggest difference in that trailer versus modern trailers? Like the way we sell movies now. How is that? What is the main way that's
the main
different?
way is they don't. Well, one, they spoil the entire movie.
That still happens now sometimes, but not
yeah.
the same way.
They literally told us the entire plot. And they don't show as much of the movie. There's like the actors actually are like, this is a trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the movie that's coming out.
Yep.
And
It's very Hitchcock in that way.
yeah.
That's the thing. Famously, Alfred Hitchcock did that with Psycho, I think. Where the trailer for that is, he didn't want to spoil anything from the movie, so it's him literally just standing in front of a camera or sitting in a chair and saying, like, we're at this hotel, and something horrible's gonna happen. See this movie, if memory serves. And this was a little bit like that. Really fun to see your actors in character talking about the movie that they're wanting you to go see. And
Yeah.
Dozier clearly wrote that,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because you were spot on when you said, that was really good insight, when you said that it felt like the recaps of the previous episode.
Especially
And
since, like...
I feel like Dozier should have been, like, it should have been the announcer voice.
Yeah, there's so many, like, commas in their sentences, and there are, like, big spaces between them, like, and then walking up this building.
Yeah.
And the penguin, and this building, you know?
I like how superficial it is. It's like, go see this for exploding sharks.
Yeah.
And for just these villains.
Disintegration people.
Yeah, you don't really have any sense of what the story is going to be about. It's not like it's a, really thematically heavy movie.
Yeah.
Or anything. It's 60s Batman. I just had this thought. It is in the same mode, and this makes a lot of sense because of what that show is mostly parroting. It's in the same mode as trailers for film serials.
Yeah.
And for like kind of B sci-fi and horror movies. So what a lot of the advertising for those would do in, you know, like the 40s and 50s is they'd go, see this spectacle. There'd be big words on the screen, which they already have because they've got the onomatopoeia words that are just in the movie.
Right.
So it looks like they're added, but they're just in the film
They're
already.
just in the film already.
Yeah.
Although that one, that POW at the beginning, was that actually in the movie?
I don't know.
Because
there is a POW in there somewhere, I think. But
it looked like there was nothing happening at that POW. He just came in, and then he says something, like, Batman just, like, walks into this thing with a bomb.
Yeah.
And then it just goes POW.
Yeah. No, that's a good call. It gives away. I'm not remembering exactly how it opened now or where that POW was, but yeah.
Yeah, he walks in with a bomb, and he's like.
Tell them, Robin.
Oh no, that's there.
Is that there?
Yep. That's straight from the film, and you can kind of see it with the.
Everyone, flee for your lives!
Oh, maybe not actually.
Why is that there? No,
That's a good call. You might be right about that.
There's a guy that's in his seat. He gets up. POW.
Yeah. No, that's true. Because there's not really like a fight happening right then.
No.
We'll move on in a second, but I wanted to mention. I think I'm right about this. I'm pretty sure that there are stills from this teaser because there are particular. You know, obviously a lot of what's filmed for this is for exclusively this trailer. Mm-hmm. But there are stills, I think, from this trailer in the movie. And do you know where it is?
No.
So they take all the villains and they give them lines to say into the camera to sell it. The closed circuit TV has stills
from that.
with them standing in front of the camera. That must be from that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'd have to bring them all back in and put them in exactly that place again.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. And I've seen this before, but it's been a really long time.
Yeah, and I've never seen it. It's that one is very funny though.
So hi John, how you doing? How effective do you think that trailer is in 1966 to get people to go to the theater? Obviously forgetting how well these actually performed at the box office.
Right.
Like, do you think they did their job right? Or do you think, and obviously we're talking very retroactively 50-something years later.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I would go see it. I don't know, if like, because I like that show pretty well, and like, you know, oh, Batman's talking to me, he wants me to see this movie. You know, at least, it's definitely, it definitely makes sense, especially if you're a kid, like, I feel like.
Discussing topics wants to know why Catwoman is in Wayne Manor for her picture.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah,
Is she also in the trailer?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume they decided to do that on the set that day when they did the Kitka thing in Wayne Manor, but then why is she wearing the costume? Yeah. That's a big question. I don't have the answer to that. I think that trailer is very authentic to the series.
It is, yeah.
Especially
what I was talking about with the narration.
Yeah. And because the writing is so close to that show. And so I think the thing that it's smartest about is making a big deal, again, out of spectacle and out of the rise in production value.
Yeah.
Here are all the things that we didn't have the money to do in the show.
Yeah.
That you'll get to see on the big screen. Because keep in mind, you're seeing this in the summer, a year after that first season's been made.
Yeah.
Discussing topics, it's the show on a bigger budget, what's not to see? Yeah, exactly. And they were smart in putting that stuff in there. Even if you're risking showing the most exciting stuff, I will say there are some things that they were careful not to, or at least that they chose not to include, that where you don't end up seeing all the big, fun, crazy stuff. Like, they don't have, unless I missed it, they don't have the people writing umbrellas in the sky.
No.
I don't think they had that.
No, I don't think they did.
Okay, you ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
We had a super chat. Senior Sticks, $2 super chat. That's what Geekvolution needs, a van and a boat.
Oh, man. We need it. Why a van?
Yeah, why a van? There wasn't really a van in there. There's a helicopter.
Is there a van in the movie?
What we need is to start having one of our cars drop parachutes so that we can have our own parachute pickup service van.
Yes.
That's what we need. What are we moving on to,
We're
Jason?
moving on to 89.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna do a commentary on the trailer.
We do, it's another 89 commentary, but this time it's just
the trailer.
the trailer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Man, you can't watch it. Yeah, 89.
So,
you can't watch it.
isn't this unnerving? You're seeing images you're so used to seeing. There was no music for like 7 seconds. And then you hear that?
Yeah.
There's pieces of it. It's not done yet. Or for some reason, they just chose
Vicky
not to
Vale.
include some of it.
Bruce Wayne.
And what do you do for a living?
This I have gone back.
Lieutenant, is there a 6-foot bat in Gotham City?
Isn't this
Nice
weird?
outfit.
Nice outfit. It's kind of doing the same thing that the 66 trailer was. In just,
I didn't ask.
I mean, that's not the point, but I'm just saying, like, here's the car. Here's the expected stuff.
I have given a name to my pain.
What are you?
I'm Batman. Where does he get those wonderful toys?
They're showing all the big moments.
My life is really complex.
It would be less weird if there was no music. Ever.
Terrorizes. Wait till they get a load of me.
They should have had him say "Moo Moo" for the trailer.
Yeah.
I love the choice of laugh. Behind turning lamp, always love that. And that's the most awesome thing.
Yeah. Where they don't show the movie, or they don't show like, oh, it's called Batman.
Yeah.
It's like the logo. Oh, what's the name of the movie? It's the
Everybody
logo.
knows.
Yeah,
Everybody
everyone knows what
Like,
it's
your
called.
T-shirt is redundant because it says Batman on all the logos, but it doesn't need to do that. It's
Well,
just
not all
we know
the
it's Batman.
logos,
Oh, okay,
like-
a lot of them though.
Yeah.
So what's your biggest takeaway from that one again versus the way we sell movies now?
I don't like how there's like 10% of it has music in it. Like, it just doesn't really work, and it's not. It makes it not very like edited super well, and it makes it so that like, I don't know. I liked the second half better than the first half because I just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
With the first half, and then it was like, oh, there's the car. There's a cool thing, and then he's got the thing, and then Joker says, "Where does he get wonderful toys?" And then
Yeah.
Makes
Ryder just put in a $2 super chat and wants us to watch the first trailer for Gotham.
I saw that when it first came out.
Did you?
Yeah. I saw the teaser for Gotham.
We'll do it, and thanks for the super chat. So I'm gonna have a cutoff at some point if too many people ask for different trailers and teasers, because we're already half an hour in because I'm long-winded, and
You're
I
so
don't
long-winded.
want to be here all night. But we'll do it at the end, Ryder. And I'm gonna say if we end up with more than 4 or 5, we'll have to have a cutoff at some point.
Yeah.
And we won't talk too much about that since we're just doing movie trailers. But he was cool enough to throw in the super chat, and it'll be fun to watch that. So
Yeah.
yes, we'll throw that in. It's related enough. Now, if you ask for something, it needs to at least be Batman related. I'm not gonna do anything that's not Batman related.
Yeah.
But that's at least Batman related, so I'll show it.
It has Batman in it. There was
sort of.
someone who wanted to do Superman trailers next.
If people like this, I will definitely consider coming back and doing more of these
Yeah.
because I think it's kind of interesting.
Do it for every MCU movie. No,
we're gonna be here for a week
a week.
just watching
Just
trailers.
watching MCU trailers.
So anyway,
that should be a 24-hour stream now.
I think for this particular case, it was smart to release that trailer when they did. Even as unfinished as it was, and I think not having, not being able to use as much music as you'd like, it gives it this kind of unnerving, unsettling quality. And that might have been smart, honestly, in selling the movie. It feels really mysterious.
Yeah.
Like, what you're calling bad editing, I think kind of serves it in maybe making people want to go see it, where it's, here's this hodgepodge of weird images. and big, exciting action shots that make you go, okay, it's a theatrical experience. I want to see this. But the most important thing to Burton and to the producers, you know, Uslan and all those guys at the time, was make it look as anachronistic to the 60s Batman show and movie as humanly possible. We just watched them back to back. It does that.
Yeah, it does do that, yeah.
I mean, in just comparing those, and nobody would ever expect to compare those two trailers, but just putting those back to back, the 60s trailer has talking all the way through it.
Yep.
This is alarmingly quiet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just makes you go, this will be a totally different experience.
That's kind of why I was like,
yeah.
Because I saw them back to back, you know?
Looking at it now, it's so weird. You would think that there would be a more polished later trailer, and maybe there was, but I don't remember it. Like, that's the trailer I remember. That feels like a teaser.
It does.
But it was the official theatrical trailer. Isn't that interesting?
And trailers back then didn't start with the, like, green, like, this is a trailer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Did they pick, well, in the theater I think sometimes they did.
Oh.
But so was there anything in that you thought was kind of an odd choice? I just mean like to try to sell the movie on, like, this is the scene, this is the moment.
I know there was something. I was kind of just like, why did they do that? But
because
it was so like fast paced and like.
What I was kind of surprised by is how much of it, besides explosions in the car and Batman dropping out of a skylight,
there's a lot of Nicholson.
And yes, and of course you're going to sell that on your big star, because Keaton is still not a no-namer, but relatively not a big star yet.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal and mattered a lot to them to be able to get Nicholson to sell the movie on.
Yeah, it was also weird because it's Keaton, and why are you making him Batman? Like,
yeah. And again, that was weird. A lot of the point of that trailer, was get people behind him in the cowl and make him look intimidating. And I think they did a really good job with that.
It's kind of like they're trying to not sell it as much on Keaton because they know that people. It's like Chris Pratt as Mario. You know? Where like they made him seem more cool in later trailers. Because they probably knew
the
that
difference is you're picking Pratt to sell it. That's the difference. But anyway, what I was trying to say a minute ago, and this is going to be my last point here, is before we move on, because I don't want to talk for 20 minutes about each of these trailers, but it's sold as much on one-liners as spectacle. Yeah, it's almost like you're cutting this trailer and you go, oh, this is a movie with a lot of memorable dialogue. Yeah. You know, like it's lines of dialogue that, like, it's such a quotable movie. Yeah. The trailer screams, look how quotable this is. Like, where does he get those wonderful toys is in there? Yeah. Where do they get a load of me is in there? Yeah. Or was it? The line right before oop oop, I think, is that, right? Yeah. Ryder, if I had to choose a word for that 89 trailer, I'd say chaotic. And that's what I'm saying, and that's the right word. I think it helped it. Yeah. You know, if I was teaching, and I wouldn't, because I don't edit trailers, but if I was, like, teaching a class or like, grading your trailer for just, like style and organization, how well you put together the trailer, it's probably a C-. Yeah. But retroactively, if I'm grading it on having the, like having an understanding of what the culture wants right then, it gets an A. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for its instincts. Right. Okay, moving right along. It's time for Batman Returns. And now we got the music right away.
I've been down here too long. It's time for me.
And specifically the version at the beginning of this movie.
From the sewers of Gotham, a new villain emerges.
He's emerging. See that?
You didn't invite me, so I crashed! From the rooftops of Gotham,
since it was out,
the perfect enemy comes to life.
I am Catwoman.
who can save this city.
I don't know what exactly that laugh is.
Is a creature of the night.
Hey, stud. I thought we had something together.
We do.
Choreography.
While she craves a romance she can sink her claws into,
Batman.
You're catnip to a girl like me.
he plots a foul reign of destruction.
My dear penguins, thanks to Batman,
I can give this away.
the time has come to punish all of Gotham!
I don't think thanks to Batman. I don't remember that line. Oh god, there's a skeleton in my face.
You missed.
That's a good choice. Yeah. They're showing a lot of this too.
Yeah.
That's fun. Now, I don't know if the bells are in any place in the soundtrack and Returns. I think we're back in the 89 score here, but I could be
its
wrong.
greatest hero.
I remember that logo. I remember the movie selling it real hard on the Frozen logo. And you know what's funny? I don't remember anybody at the time going, oh, like, cold Frozen logo, surely Mr. Freeze. I don't remember anybody saying that.
Yeah, I don't remember anyone saying that either.
But it's kind of...
Well, I wasn't there, but...
I don't remember anybody 18 years before I was born saying that, but...
Yeah. That was a much better trailer than the 89 one, I thought.
The coolest thing
really
is the bells in line with the actors' names. I love that.
I liked how there's a foe, it's Penguin. Oh man, then now there's another foe, it's Catwoman. And who's gonna stop him? Batman. You know, like, and it really like lets you like look at okay, this Danny DeVito, like, and this is how they're playing this character, and like for like 15 seconds you get nothing but that character.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And the most... Yeah, that's true, where it kind of settles you in and makes a big deal out of one character for a minute and then surprises you with a new one.
Yeah.
You know, assuming that you're not already aware of who's going to be in this movie.
Yeah.
But they also... I think it's really accurate to the tone of that movie. Yeah. Even though I think the movie is still probably a little weirder and a little bit more... I don't know, counterintuitive than you would expect just based on the trailer.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I saw that trailer and I was just like, ooh, yay, more Batman. And then I went and saw the movie and I was kind of weirded out by it. And I liked it more than I did later, but I was still like, this feels like it's not even for kids. I don't know if I should be looking at it.
Yeah.
But looking at that trailer, I think, like, one of the ways that it's very in line with what that film actually is that it's all about, thematically, it's all about the, like animal, the animal instincts, the animal characters, the like animal within us. And so this time, unlike the 89 trailer, the villains and the superhero get the same amount of screen time, arguably. So, like, they're selling it on these three characters, and, the posters were, like, them in a line, almost like Search for Spock or something.
Yeah.
And then they have, or motion picture, I guess. And then, unlike also the 89 trailer, they're not selling it just on the new stars, the villain stars. Keaton is, because that last movie was so popular, is now as big of a deal as DeVito and Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Fidelio, my favorite Batman film, but it's not that reflective of the vibe of the film. I felt like it actually kind of was, more than I maybe expected it to be going back, although it does feel more 89-ish than Returns actually does, partly just because of the way the score is used.
Yeah, definitely.
And some of the score is right out of Returns, but I'm pretty sure, again, the bit with the bells and all of that is actually from the 89 score.
Yeah. No, I think that's my favorite so far. Even
really?
though that's not a very good movie, I like the trailer better than the movie. I like it better than the other two so far.
It's got a lot of energy to it.
Yeah, I like that.
It's paced really well.
And I think it's not too far from what we're doing now with trailers.
Except
you know what it's
except the 90s announcer voice.
You know what
because we loved that in the 90s and we don't do that as much
now. You know what it feels like. It feels like the beginning of like a Disney VHS tape.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
And I know you love those trailers at the beginning of VHS tapes.
Yeah, I mean they're fine.
No, I thought that was part of the reason you liked getting VHS tapes was to see the old ads.
That's true.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I think that announcer voice did a lot of the Disney movies.
I think,
and stuff too. His voice was all over back then. Okay, you ready to move on?
Everyone knows. It's like Siri now. It's like everyone knows me. I'm the trailer guy.
And to Flux, that's a dark nihilistic movie about freaks and child trauma. Yeah, it kind of is. But it's selling it like a big blockbuster because that's what, you expect to go see. But then, a more kid-friendly thing. But there are a couple of shots that I feel like are put in there so that you'll maybe to suggest it's not going to be as kid-friendly as the last one. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just looking for like anything with Selena Kyle before she becomes Catwoman. Because I'm thinking like they've got her in the apartment with the milk and all of that.
Yeah.
Not that shot all by itself is super vulgar or anything, but just it's weird. It's not. It doesn't look like a kids movie or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So yeah, I guess in that way, it's a little bit less like the vibe. As you were saying earlier, of the actual movie. But then at the same time, it is a big, bombastic, crazy movie.
Yeah.
Gotham Guy, $5 super chat. Thanks, Gotham Guy. So on this show, I'm not gonna play my thanks for leaving your first super chat music like I do in the Captain Logan show.
Do you do that?
Yes, this is a new thing I've started doing.
He wasn't the first super chatter, but
No. I mean, if you've I don't recognize this guy. If you've never left a super chat before on the Captain Logan show and sometimes some other shows, I have music that I play.
Oh.
For doing that, but I feel like I probably should do that on Rewind.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, thank you for the super chat, and I don't have it pulled up right now. Anyway, $5 super chat. I apologize for this being off topic, but I loved watching your Spawn Year videos. I was wondering what the haunting music in the background is called. Do you actually know the name of it?
I don't know the name of it, but if you just go to the end of any video, it will say like what it's called.
Yeah, it's a Kevin MacLeod track.
Yeah, but I can't for the life of me remember what it's called.
Dark something.
Something like that.
It's been too long. I don't remember either. But yes, you can find that at the end of any Spawn Year video. Thank you for watching those.
Credits. Yeah.
Sure appreciate it. Jason and I are working on a follow-up of sorts to that. I'm going to be writing the quick plug for this, or just tease for this. I'm going to be writing the Superhero Rewind movie next month. I'm taking 2 weeks off next month to sit down and finally.
Are you doing that next month?
Yes. Cool. Jason and I have been breaking the story. He's co-writing it with me.
I am.
Or at least you're co-plotting it with me. I'm going to sit down and write the script, but we're going to try to shoot it later this year, if not early next year. And get excited because I think it's going to be really funny.
I think it's going to be really fun.
Really excited about it. Jason and I are co-making that movie 50-50.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yes.
All right. And Mr. Cool, $2.20. No trailer beats the Nickelback Begins trailer. We can pull that up too, and maybe we'll just play that when we get to Begins. Do you know about that? Because it's amazing.
Maybe.
Yes, I will play that. You're welcome, Gotham Guy. AMC Comics, terrific point. No Christopher Walken, which is odd considering how much of a driving force Max Schreck is in that film and how popular he was.
Yeah.
That is surprising. What a good point.
Someone said like he got like scrapped or something. I don't know.
Maybe they just meant from the trailer because he's in the movie, of course.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna move on now to not the movie some of you guys might expect. The next one is Mask of the Phantasm, because that was the next movie that was released. It was released the same year that Returns was, and
I've definitely never seen this trailer.
And Siskel and Ebert famously reviewed it late and said it was so much better than Returns and was the Batman movie everybody should go see. But unfortunately, Warner Brothers didn't really market it very well. And so it bombed at the box office because nobody knew it was out. And can you imagine a Batman movie bombing at the box office?
Right.
That's not Justice League?
Yeah.
Okay, and by the way, we're just doing movies with Batman in the title, so we're not going to do those. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at Mask of the Phantasm. See, there's the green.
There it is.
Parental guidance suggested. Wow, is your carrot
This
loud
Christmas,
enough?
for the first time, America's most exciting and legendary motion picture hero comes to the screen like you've never seen him before.
Show him! Oh, there he is!
In an all-new, larger-than-life feature film.
No sound effects!
The Dark Knight confronts his newest and most menacing villain.
Your angel of death awaits.
The Phantasm.
I want you.
And faces his greatest danger.
Can't be too careful with all those weirdos around.
A soaring new adventure. Batman. Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, that's
the animated movie. Coming for a Christmas you'll never forget.
Which is so interesting because Returns was a Christmas movie. Wow. Okay, where to begin? So, where do Batman begins? So, the craziest thing about that trailer to me was just all the misplaced sound effects. Like, they were all either different from what they would be in the movie, like it wasn't finished yet.
Yeah.
And they just went really over the top with the sound production, starting all the way with Bugs Bunny and his carrot. It was like somebody turned the sound effects just way up.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of those sound effects were not the same as they would be in the movie, and some of the voices sounded off to me, but the more I listened to it, I don't think they were, I mean, certainly Hamill's was the same. I don't think the performances were different necessarily so much as just the production was different. So maybe like in the actual final version, there was like maybe some compression put on it, or it sounds different with the music.
Yeah. So I didn't realize this about, and this is in the original movie too, but in the sky when like the Batmobile is driving off,
it ripples in the clouds.
Yeah.
The bat symbol?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't remember that either. Is that in the movie?
Yeah, it's in, I think that's in the movie, but yeah.
I mean, I know that movie really well, and I had a reaction to it just like you did.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It must be though,
Must
right?
be, but maybe it's not.
What'd you think of that logo at the end? Where like the letters turn
into like the actual logo. It was weird, and then it was, I don't know. It was fine, I guess.
AMC, the trailer is cut well, but I'm not sure how much the intro theme complemented what's on screen.
I thought it was pretty good. I actually liked that trailer more than I thought I would.
I agree with everybody in the comments though that are saying it didn't really show enough.
I thought it showed enough.
And to Flex says no wonder nobody saw it. I don't agree with that so much. I think they just needed more advertising. I think they needed to put that trailer in front of more stuff. I think maybe it needed a second one. But I do agree that maybe it could have shown a bit more.
Yeah.
Like Discussing Topic says, it didn't even tease the romance.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty superficial. And it kind of does the same thing the 60s show does. Or, sorry, the 60s trailer did, in saying, this is the show, but on the big screen. Yeah. And I don't think it's as effective, maybe just because it's not long enough, there's not enough there. But, like, if it was supposed to just be a teaser, okay. But I don't know if they had any more trailers besides it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like, I would have to look into that. But, I also James Egan, no, we're not going to watch every Batman animated movie as well as live action. We're just doing theatrical stuff. So that's why we showed that, because it was
in the theaters.
What I wanted to do was look at trailers that would show up in front of movies when you went to the theater, because back in my day, because I'm an old person, we didn't watch trailers on little devices we carried in our pockets.
On the YouTubes.
We didn't see them until you went to a theater, and sometimes you wouldn't even know a movie was happening until you saw a trailer for it.
Yeah.
Unless you were just really, really keeping up. And of course you had TV spots, so it was TV spots. I don't know what that inflection was. So it was possible to never
TV
see
spot.
a full trailer, but see enough of a short one that made you want to go see the movie. Sure, we're not gonna do TV spots either.
TV spots.
TV spots. But anyway, I feel like Phantasm, maybe they're trying to keep it like kind of mysterious, but little enough is there, and you don't really have. I just feel like the whole thing is kind of generic. I feel like Phantasm looks sort of generic. Like the first 15 seconds of that trailer is a black screen with too many words in front of it. I don't honestly love the way that's cut together.
I don't know. I thought that was funny.
But I don't think that's what you want.
I want that.
I don't think you want it to be funny.
Yeah, I agree with Aeon 2Flux. It does kind of feel like a TV spot.
Yeah, and I don't think you get enough of a sense of what the theatrical experience is going to be versus the home experience, and I think you did have that with the 60s movie.
Yeah, it's that VHS, Disney VHS, like the beginning of the VHS tapes.
Yeah, that's right.
It's even more, I think, than Returns.
Okay, we're going to move on now to Batman Forever.
Ooh.
We've got 12 of these to do. We're going to see if we can do 2 more before the break, and then we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and do the rest of it.
Cool.
I don't seem to be able to do this show without it being 2 hours, so... But we'll see what happens. Are you ready, Jason?
Yep.
Oh, 1 second. Why did it do that again, Jason?
Oh my god.
We had this problem before the show started, guys, where
That's the wrong one.
Oh, am I looking at the wrong one?
You just gave... Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's the window capture. But, like, you got rid of our...
Oh.
webcam.
I see. I thought you meant I was on the wrong scene in the first place. Yeah, sorry, guys. Let me fix this real quick. Yeah, it just got rid of our window for some reason.
It keeps doing that.
Yeah, it did that to us before the show started.
Well, now everyone can see how we make our videos.
It's true.
We make them like this, guys.
It's
That's how we do it.
It's not really a secret. I think anybody using OBS, it's gonna be pretty much like this. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You are snarky today.
I'm snarky?
Yeah, you're kind of snarky.
Oh, sorry.
This will probably all come screaming back at me because I was hugely excited for Batman Forever before it came out.
Really?
Yeah, that was a big summer. It was all about Batman Forever. It was like 89 all over again, except I was old enough to appreciate it a little bit more. And
watch it?
And I went to the theater to see it. Yep, absolutely.
Riddle me this, riddle me that.
Third act.
Who's afraid of the big black bat?
In an uncertain world, in a chaotic time, justice wears a mask.
I love that.
It's, again, very authentic to the movie. Look how bombastic it is. This is what you're going to get, folks. And it's got the theme right away. Batman!
This was good.
They should have left his voice in, though.
Love is
right?
a game.
Yeah. What is it about the wrong kind of man?
The guy that goes, Batman! Ah!
Chicks love the car.
Power is a machine.
Now you've devised a way to read men's minds.
By the way, I've seen your mind.
Freak!
And revenge.
That was yours.
Is a trap.
You're a devious.
Riddler and Two-Face can make a pretty lethal combination. Train me, let me be your partner.
Just kill me with a shirt on. This is for the ladies.
But first, let's meet our contestants.
Going down.
If the bat wants to play, we'll play.
Was that over the top?
Never tell. That's weird.
We're too late.
And now all of a sudden it's got the 89 theme in it. I remember that. The theater thing, that was weird. So I don't understand that, because when you have the Forever theme, you were just using it. And we're selling it real hard on Carrie, right? Go!
Courage now.
That's the end of the film.
Truth always.
Batman. You just showed the last shot of the movie. It's like Amazing Spider-Man 2.
But I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I like, just because they weren't afraid to use scenes from the end of the movie to be like, this is what this movie is kind of about, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this is a new Batman movie. This is how we're gonna advertise it. I really liked,
It feels almost like the soft reboot that it ended up feeling like in the theater, right?
Yeah.
Except it's weird to use the...
oh, look at that! Soundtrack features U2, The Offspring, seal.
Yeah.
That's
oh,
awesome.
yeah, they made a big deal out of that. It's gone again.
It's gone!
I don't know why that keeps happening, folks. My apologies. We gotta fix it again.
We'll fix it over break or something. Well,
yeah.
we can't do that. But...
No, we have to show it to you in order to fix it. I don't understand that. That's weird. I'm gonna try something else with it, Jason.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try doing a basic screen capture and see if we capture the whole screen, if we're in better shape here.
So there it is.
Yeah, U2 Offspring seal.
It's weird that U2 is first and not seal.
Yeah.
I think it would be better if you started with seal and then was like, and then U2 and then
especially because that was the big song from that movie.
That was the big song.
Kiss from a Rose. Yeah. But anyway, what else do we want to bring up about that? Oh, I mentioned this.
I really liked the
we're selling it super hard on Carrie.
Yeah.
Like almost in the same way that we sold 89 on Jack Nicholson, yeah?
Yeah. And I really liked how it was how he was like, and let's meet our contestants.
Yeah. Oh, good call. That's fun.
And then it cuts to credits. It reminds me of, you know, those like Amazon commercials, like those Amazon Prime commercials where they're like in the theaters, where they're like, so like turn off your phones, and then they do this some random clip from this thing that's like, you gotta stop it with your phones, or you know, whatever random.
Yeah, it's out of context, but it lines up with the idea that you were just given.
With what this announcer was saying, yeah.
I'm with you. So you like the organization,
and I like the kind of no context clips where it's like.
But overall, you seem to just really like the structure of that.
I really liked the structure of that. That's probably my favorite so far. They're getting better as they go along.
You think so? Yeah, somebody was asking. Oh yeah, Robert, have you been ranking the trailers? We haven't, but we can.
Ooh, let's do that.
Yeah, do you want to do that?
So it's Batman Forever, and then Mask of the Phantasm, and then Returns, and then 66, and then 89.
I mean, I can pull up something and we can write it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you say your ranking was?
So, from low to high, or
from. Yeah, we'll do it low to high.
Okay, so 89. And then 66. And then Returns. And then Forever. I mean, not Forever. Phantasm.
Phantasm. But Forever's at your top.
And then Forever is at my top right now.
I might go along with that. I like the 89 one better than you did, but...
I liked the 66 one better than the 89. It's not the worst. It's just not the best of the ones we've seen so far.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna give you one and me one.
Yeah.
Because I think I would do this differently. I think I would put Returns at the bottom right now.
Yeah.
And then 89, and then 66.
You didn't like Returns that much?
Or no, I didn't love the Phantasm trailer. No, the Returns one's better than the Phantasm trailer, isn't it? It's...
Well, I mean, I like the Phantasm trailer, like, just a little bit better. I think they're on par with each other.
It's probably Phantasm. And I liked how 89 was put together for...
What it was.
Strategy-wise for right then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I have to put it a little bit higher. So it's probably still over Returns, and not because I like that movie better, but like I think it was smarter in the way it's advertised. But I like that Returns trailer fine. I mean they're all decent, I think.
Yeah.
But then the 66 one, I think I'm putting even above 89.
Yeah,
I thought it was really well put together.
And then Forever.
For that time, and then Forever is at the top. Yeah, I really like that Forever trailer.
Yeah.
That's great. Senior Six, $2 super chat. Bleh. Speaking of thoughts on Netflix Power Rangers trailer, I'm not going to talk about that right now. And
probably on the Kevin Logan
people
show.
keep asking me about that. I did a really lengthy video on the teaser. I don't have a ton more to say about it. And I can talk about it tomorrow night on the Captain Logan show if people really want me to. But it comes out in a month. I'm going to review it when it comes out.
Yeah. I'm not going to review that with you. I'll see it, but I do not want to review that.
Oh, why not?
I will literally scream at the camera.
You think so?
I think
you're already upset about stuff?
I'm already upset about everything, yeah.
Yeah. I'm real trepidatious about it.
I already knew that it was going to be bad. When I first heard about it, I knew it was going to be bad. But I'm, like, so I'm not expecting much. But I'm still not going to like anything about it, I don't think.
And Flux, so I'm not in agreement then. I think 89 is the best so far. I mean, fair enough. Like, it's Robert Wild. 89 one is probably the most interesting. Its rushed editing is part of its charm. Like, you can look at it with two lenses, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you can look at it as like trailers as an artistic piece.
Yeah.
So what are the conventions of the time? I don't know, as an artistic piece, like what's expected, what is a good trailer supposed to look like versus what they actually do? Does it transcend that, where like it breaks the rules but it gets away with it, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Because you can look at it like a medium, like anything. You know what I mean? Where you can look at it even like storytelling. You know, a lot of the best stories break a lot of the modern conventions, a lot of rules of storytelling. Should they do that, or do they not understand it in the first place, and that's why the thing doesn't work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can look at it as advertising,
yeah.
which is what it is. Like, does it make people want to see it, and was that the way to get people to go right then? I think with 89 it was.
Yeah, and for me, I was kind of basing it kind of off of structure more, because I just, you know, which
Dark Times. That's what that piece was called.
Dark Times.
Yeah. Thanks, Gotham guy. Let's go ahead and take a look now at.
And then
yeah.
we'll take a break.
And then we'll go ahead and look at Batman and Robin.
Because I was thinking we should finish the 90s.
And then also that gets us halfway.
And it begins.
Yes. That gets us halfway through what we were going to show, although we still have to do that begins teaser, or not teaser, but there's a spot that's ridiculous that I knew people were going to ask us to play, so we will go ahead and do that. But
really?
Yep.
Isn't that like 12 or something? That one.
Yeah. So we'll do the regular begins trailer. We'll talk about it, and then we'll show the ridiculous Nickelback one.
Oh, right.
And get the video immediately copyright flagged, but it probably will be already anyway, so it's fine. Okay, are you ready, Jason?
Yeah.
So here comes Batman and Robin, and you've probably never seen this one either.
No, I'm actually really excited for this one, because this is such a bad movie, but it's just really funny,
like,
right, how bad it is.
My name is Freeze.
This one I remember pretty well.
Learn it well, for it's the chilling sound of your doom.
This is the way the world could end.
Please, show some mercy.
With ice. With a kiss.
That's terrible.
With venom. I probably should have mentioned this. I'm...
Good acting, John Glover.
Yeah,
John Glover.
Ivy.
Oh, he's an Ivy. I gotta say my own name.
Stop them.
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
Can't do it
Hi,
alone.
Batman will watch his beloved Gotham perish. Bundle up, boys. There's a storm coming. heroes.
How much of this opening action sequence are they going to show?
Cool party.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, everyone, chill.
George Clooney.
Julie, I'm not the marrying kind.
Tim Curry. Tim Curry gonna play Tim Curry.
Doesn't quite cover it.
Just shut up and try to watch the stream.
Chris O'Donnell.
I want a car. Chicks dig the car.
This is why Superman works alone.
Uma Thurman.
So many people to kill. So little time.
Alicia Silverstone.
And you are?
Batgirl.
That's not awfully PC. What about Bat Person?
Found the Batcave.
She knows who we are.
Guess we'll just have to kill her.
Yep.
In a Joel Schumacher film. Strength.
That's Elfman music again.
And courage.
Isn't that crazy?
Partners.
Honor.
Partners.
And loyalty.
Partners.
Are we gonna get the bells from the Batman and Robin trailer?
It all comes together.
We're going to need a bigger cave.
It's the end of the film!
Batman and Robin.
It's the very end of the movie. Okay, I have one major criticism of that. By the way, that launches all the way to the top. That's my favorite one so far. No, it isn't actually.
I don't even know where I would put that. It's
I don't either.
It's definitely.
So.
It's either the worst or it's like right in the middle.
I think it's right in the middle. I'm gonna put it maybe over Returns. Actually, am I even gonna put it over Returns? I don't know. It's hard to rank these.
It's really hard to rank
I
these.
don't know about that. I'm gonna put it just above Returns just because it does such a good job of telling you what it is. Maybe to a fault.
Yeah.
Like, I think people look at that trailer and they go, do I even want to see that? Like, how many of the ice puns are in the trailer?
Right.
Quite a few of them.
Right.
Where are you gonna put it?
I'm gonna put it. Can I look at my list?
Yeah.
I want to put it. You should probably full screen it so that it makes more sense. But I want to put it. I feel inclined to just put it right at the. I'm gonna put it between.
Let's do it quick.
89 and 66.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I was very entertained by that trailer. I think my biggest criticism of that, if this is gonna sound weird, is that it really felt like it wanted a stinger.
Yeah.
Did you have that?
Yeah.
It's also, I just thought of this, structured exactly like the Forever trailer was.
Yeah.
In the same way that Batman and Robin is a cookie cutter recreation of Batman Forever, like beat for story beat, the trailer is exactly the same way, all the way up to giving us, like focusing on the star that they think is most going to sell it, with the villain.
Yeah.
And in giving us the final frames of the film.
Yeah. The problem is, that's just not as good as a movie. And I don't like that movie at all. And the trailer did not give it any, Returns, I was, I don't like that movie.
It made you want to see it.
It makes me want to see that. Batman
and Robin actually made me want to watch it. Mr. Cool just said that. He was like, I don't know about you, but that makes me want to watch the movie right now. I actually kind of had that too.
Batman and Robin just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like, oh, why?
I wanted to praise it for giving us mostly action at the beginning of the movie. And then suddenly it gave us a lot of the ending. But not even really action stuff with the end. Just, they all partner up, which I guess you would expect, but it's the last thing that happens.
They just, it just didn't flow as well as Forever, I thought. And I thought it just didn't, there weren't as many, I think the one-liners that they picked were good, like "Hi Freeze, I'm Batman." That's my favorite line in the entire movie, and that was the thing that made me crack up the most in the movie because it's the first line in the movie.
Hi Freeze.
And he goes in and it's like, "Hi Freeze, I'm Batman."
Yeah, and it's kids playing with action figures.
Yeah.
Well, people are talking in the comments about whether or not it should have been sold more on the Alfred plot. And I think it would have been really funny if it opened with the voiceover guy, Alfred Pennyworth is about to die.
Yeah.
And the only person that can save him is this man. And then it goes, cool party!
Yeah.
I'm gonna trailer. I'm gonna make that trailer. This is one of the most fun exercises we've done in a while. We will definitely bring this back.
You gotta make Austin be the.
We gotta do it again.
Be the announcer.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna cut it.
We're gonna
Austin, hit me up. We're gonna do this video. We're gonna do it. All right, folks. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back with you in about 3 minutes or so. And we'll do our last half, plus a couple of extras. And once again, feel free to leave super chats if there's another request or two for teasers or trailers to take a look at. And if there's anything else you want us to talk about with these trailers, hope you guys are enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it.
You seem to be. I'm glad. We'll be right back, folks. we're back, everybody. It's time to watch more Batman trailers.
Yeah.
And we get now into the 2000s. We just skipped like 8 years, Jason. Because there's nothing between 97 and 05.
For like almost 10 years.
Isn't that crazy? You know, the amount of time it takes Bruce Wayne to train as Batman.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and watch the Batman Begins trailer proper, the original, and then Mr. Cool or somebody requested that we do I think it was him, the Nickelback trailer, which is hilarious. And I saw that for the first time just recently. I actually have seen those because Austin sent it to me.
Really?
And it's nuts, yeah. But let's go ahead and see how this was advertised. And of course, I saw this in the trailer, or the trailer, in the theater.
The theater in the trailer. You saw the theater in the trailer.
Yeah, expect this second half to be less articulate than the first. But the sequel is never as good as the original, or rarely.
Yeah.
But anyway, I saw this
Except for Karate Kid.
a ton in the theater. Let's go ahead and watch this, Jason. Are you right?
Yeah.
Tell us, Mr. Wayne. What do you fear?
How do you know my name?
The world is too small for someone like Bruce Wayne to disappear.
Oh, for a second,
Your parents' death was not your fault. My parents deserve justice. I cannot let that pass.
Or is some of it dimmer and it's overlaid with stuff that's not? I can't
Just
tell.
a man, then you become something else entirely.
Which is?
A legend, Mr. Wayne.
Master Wayne.
Will you call me back for lonesome?
I think
As long as
I'm
it takes to
feeling
show the people of Gotham their city
it's
doesn't
in the
belong to the
wrong place because
criminals
I'm
and
so
corrupt.
familiar with the story.
Bruce?
It's so weird going back.
You were gone a long time.
I know.
Things are worse than ever down here.
Busy swimming.
What chance does Gotham have when the good people do nothing?
No makes a
Gotta
line
make
suit
new
for
rules
advanced
about the
infantry.
flare.
Kevlar utility harness, gas-powered magnetic grapple gun.
What's that?
On the tumbler? Oh, you wouldn't be
They're
interested.
getting so much in this trailer. It doesn't feel like it's giving away too much.
Time being scared for you.
It's just the right details, yeah?
But the man I
I
love,
love how much it feels
the
like.
man who vanished never came back.
Yeah.
He's here. Who? The Batman.
Yeah, you gotta get that in there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now this makes you want to sit down and watch this right now,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
I remember that they get big fun over there, so that you'll think you're seeing a glimpse of the main villain, but it's actually not the main villain.
Rachel!
I'm so pumped up now. Right at the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that!
Oh my god.
Look at that!
Hold on.
Clearly has issues.
Yeah. I remember that.
The
Perfect.
bats went through the logo and then...
Yeah.
Oh my...
And the Warner's logo at the beginning turning into bats. Okay, is there a more perfect trailer than that? It's perfect. That's right at the top of my list, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It makes me want to watch it again right now. Dude, I had like a standard irritating YouTube reaction video guy reaction to that. You know?
Yeah.
You know reaction video guys who
Yeah, I used to watch them all the time.
who respond to everything the same way, where no matter what it is, it's the most exciting thing in the world. It turned me into one of those fanboys, and I've seen that movie 100 times.
Yeah.
But it just made me want to watch it. So I want to watch that trailer again. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, I saw that a lot when it came out, but I didn't remember that being cut together so well. First of all, this is weird. It feels like the whole movie, but it doesn't give away anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's all in there,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't feel like you walk away from that going, well, I've seen the whole movie now.
Yeah.
But it gives you glimpses of all the major components.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that is a pretty complex story relatively for a superhero origin.
Yeah.
And it gets all the major beats in there. Like, it gets the thematic stuff about fear there.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, it's making a big deal out of, this is Batman's origin. We've never done this on screen before.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big deal. And it's getting in all the tech stuff. which is a real big part of that movie, and I remember that being kind of a selling point for it. All the major players are there,
and you can tell that it is a.
Fox could have easily been left out.
Yeah,
but like there he is,
and it. I like how much I like how much it seems like a. Like, you can tell it's a start for Batman at the beginning. Like, it's his, I don't remember what the...
Just origin, but I mean...
Origin, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the idea.
Yeah. But, like, it really makes you, like, tell, oh, yeah, this is origin.
Yeah, I like... No,
like, it's not like this. It's not like the 90s.
Is the point you're making
this
like
is a new Batman movie?
Yes, like it's possible to spend the first few seconds of that not realizing what it is, even though it's bats.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Especially since it's been 7 years since Batman and Robin.
It starts as. Tell me if I'm right in that this is part of what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I didn't think of this until you said that. It starts as this is a drama.
Yeah.
This is for people who like movies.
Yeah.
And then it turns into, oh, by the way, also it's Batman. And it never loses, hey, it's a drama.
Yeah, it never, yeah.
Which is, I mean, I'm basically just reviewing the movie right now as I'm talking about it. That's how authentic, that's how much it nails the tone of that movie. Mm-hmm. It is my favorite superhero movie, and it might be one of my favorite trailers, and I forgot it was cut so well.
Yeah.
It's so good. It also gives you a sense of levity without it feeling like a big jokey movie.
Right, yeah. And it gets all the major lines in there.
Yeah. Okay, does that top yours?
Oh yeah, that's
is that over forever?
That's
and by like a lot?
No, but by
some.
By some, by most.
Almost wrote Batman Begins, which is what the way Scarface would have to say it. You know, the ventriloquist. Mm-hmm. He'd have to say Gatman Begins.
Yeah.
That's how he'd say it. Brandon Martin, $5 super chat. Thanks so much. The teaser for Begins is also great. You should watch it also. Well, thanks for the super chat.
Yeah,
we'll go ahead.
There were people that were really liking the teaser.
And maybe we should have started with it since I knew somebody was probably going to ask for it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and watch that now. We'll just make the second half Batman Begins the trailers, and that's all we'll do. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you were kidding. Okay.
I was. Okay, you ready? We'll go ahead and take a look at this one too. Do we have sound? We do not have sound.
Nothing to fear. But the night my parents were murdered, I caught a glimpse of something. I've looked for it ever since.
You can't tell this is Batman. To your point earlier.
I went around the world. Searched in all the shadows.
Half of this?
And there is something out there in the darkness. Something terrifying. Something that will not stop until it gets revenge.
It feels like two cards coming. Oh, look, it's Batman. But just a real quick glimpse of his cow. That's awesome.
It's like the Smash Melee taser.
And are you gonna make the point, or shall I make it?
It's the same as 8 and 9.
Yes. Very good.
Didn't they do that with the Batman too?
I think they might have done that with the Batman.
I know. Wasn't there?
You know what else they did it with? They did it with that V with Venom. You remember that?
What was that thing? Didn't they do that with Ghostbusters too? Or am I like?
And to Flex, what line wasn't in the film? He said there's a line that's not in the movie that we just saw there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at that TV spot that's Nickelback. It's the most out-of-place thing. So this will be the antithesis of what we just watched, those two trailers that very much give you a sense of the film. Although the teaser more so is, I mean, it's let me say this real quick. It's the perfect definition of that word. I mean, it's teasing you. It's, what even is this? It looks like a horror movie of some kind.
I really, really like that. And,
Do you like the quick flash to the cowl at the end?
I immediately got Smash Melee vibes.
That's what he said.
In like was that 2001 E3? They had this thing where it was just they just showed the Smash Melee opening, but they just show like a bunch of characters, and everyone's like, okay, what is this? Is this a like Smash sequel? And then it cuts Smash Melee, and then literally everyone in the audience freaks out.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, we're talking about superhero movies. I'm just kidding. But no, I see how you can connect those up. But sorry, people in the comments are just trying to get us to watch other trailers at some point. I guess we'll have to do more of this. At least our live audience seems to really appreciate this. Okay, so we're gonna go and look at this TV spot. I'm gonna wait till after you've taken a drink because you're not gonna want to have liquid in your mouth when you're looking at this. All right?
Yes.
I never stopped thinking about you. And when I heard you were back, I started to hope.
I could sense that things would never be the same again.
Just hold on.
Stay with me.
Batman Begins. Rated PG-13. In theaters and IMAX Wednesday, June 15th.
Fire! Okay, so what did all that remind you of?
I don't know.
It's cut like a trailer for a CW pilot.
That is very true.
That's what it looks like. Because they make it all relationship drama.
Yep.
Which is, by the way, all in the second to last scene.
Yep.
And then at the end, they have a house on fire. It's amazing. And then it's that song. Nickelback was used a lot to sell, like teen dramas on the CW and other networks.
Yeah.
Robert Wilde is literal perfection. Again, antithesis to that first trailer where that doesn't capture the tone of that movie in any way.
Yeah.
Did you like that? Don't you think every movie should have a trailer that's cut like that? Yeah. That's another video I want to make. I just thought of this, where you just take several movies and you use that exact same song, and just over and over again you keep doing that trailer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I do have to say, I wish that was the first time I'd seen that, because I just saw that for the first time like a month ago. Austin sent me that. Mr. Cool told you it was the best trailer. Yeah, thanks for the super chat. No, it's wonderful, and I just wish that you guys got to see me react to it for the first time, because I've seen it. Bob the Hun, $2 super chat, trying to sell the film to the chicks, romance BS, and how necessary is that? Like, something that movie studios need to understand is that like as much as superheroes have traditionally been sold to men, and obviously things have changed a lot over the last few years, over the last decade and a half, but like when I was growing up, a lot of the girls that I knew played with action figures as much as I did.
Yeah.
They liked Batman. Like, there are certain things that feel more kind of bro dude or masculine, macho than other things. Not as many girls I remember being into, say, He-Man or Transformers. Batman was kind of an all-encompassing everybody kind of thing. And part of that is because it has a cast of good female characters.
Yeah.
You know, like, not just on the bad guy side. Like, there's a lot of good female Batman characters.
Yeah.
Okay, can we move on? I think we should.
Yeah.
Senior Sticks, $2 super chat. Thanks. I found the grapple gun confused Bat's gun phobia. I don't know what that means.
He found the grapple gun confused Bat's gun phobia. He found. Wait, did he
find? Just quoting Nickelback in the comments right now. He's watching us. And I'm not gonna stand here and wait. That's for another day. That's when we do the Spider-Man trailers. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
We gotta do the Spider-Man trailers. I'm coming back for the Spider-Man trailers.
The way your eyes lit up. Everybody tell me in the comments, should Jayson be my regular co-host for the trailer reaction videos? If we do more of these. I think you've given a really good interview here tonight, G. I think it's a really good screen test.
Yeah.
It's a good screen test. Okay. Are you ready to move on? As much as I want to watch more Nickelback trailers, we're going to have to go on to The Dark Knight now. And now we're going to start getting into trailers that are recent enough that I don't think much will surprise me.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And I may not have quite as much to say because the earlier, more retro things are more interesting because now we're just getting into a study of how movies are sold now.
Yeah.
Or at least we're about to be. I mean, this is now like a decade and a half old.
Yeah.
So it'll be a little bit different.
Why are most of your, probably only like 2, but like, why are most of your subscribers have a Batman Begin profile pictures? Not Batman Begin, Batman Beyond profile pictures.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, like 2 people have them.
And that's most of my audience. It's unfortunate that I only have 3 people watching, and more than half of them have
no
Batman Beyond profile
I was just
pictures.
looking, like, there were 2 people in the chat, and they both had Batman Beyond profile pictures, and I was like, why? Well, okay. I mean, Batman Beyond, great.
They're still quoting that Chad Kroger song.
Stop.
The wings of an angel. Can we move on?
Yes.
Okay. Here comes The Dark Knight. The main thing I remember from this is Heath Ledger Joker saying, "I want him to hit me. I want you to do it. I want you to do it." I remember that being in there.
Yeah.
We'll see if I'm right about that.
This is just one of those, like, Discord chats, you know, where, like, the guy gets the Discord chat to sing a song. That's what's happening in the chat right now.
This was real quick. I'm trying to keep us on the tracks here. Okay. Obviously, it was a big deal to finally get more of a sense of what Heath Ledger Joker was going to be like, because for a long time, all we had was that odd image, the close-up with the camera like under his face, where he just looked down, was like this, and it was really creepy. But everybody was like, I don't know what this Joker is going to be like. He seems a little bit maybe too gritty, you know, for a lot of people's taste.
Yeah.
And then I think we were all really surprised by what we were seeing, and some of us were still really skeptical, including myself, honestly, because I was afraid that he might be no fun at all.
Yeah.
But it was intriguing enough that everybody had to go see it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Here we go.
And I have not seen this, I don't think.
Where do we begin? A year ago, these cops and lawyers wouldn't dare cross any of you. I mean, what happened?
And they're selling it on the blue color scheme.
So what are you proposing?
It's simple. Kill the Batman.
This is real heavy.
Here's my card.
Bruce, this is Harvey Dent.
Rachel's told me everything about you.
Harvey
I certainly hope not.
Can we trust him?
You once told me that we'd be together. Did you mean it?
Bruce, don't make me your only hope for normal life.
You're Alfred, right?
That's right, sir.
Any psychotic ex-boyfriends I should be aware of?
Oh, you have no idea.
You're Alfred, right?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're tonight's entertainment. Well, hello, beautiful. You look nervous.
See, now that I've seen the movie and lived with it for a long time,
now would have to
all
become
this
to
feels
stop
like it should
men
be
like
fun.
him.
But when I first saw this, I was like,
The
this
night is darkest
scary.
just before the dawn.
Isn't that interesting?
I promise you. The dawn is coming.
Your dramatic line.
And here we
go. That's a good line. Everybody.
This city deserves a better class of criminal. I'm gonna give it to him.
It's just like with 89. A lot of
You'll see. I'll show you.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
The music that everybody remembers from the end. And really none of it is new music, I don't think.
Will you be wanting the back putt, sir?
In the middle of the day, Alfred? Not very subtle.
The Lamborghini, then.
Much more subtle.
Also,
That's a good ending,
so it's a good trailer. I'm not as hyped about it as with Begins. I think that is a serious enough movie that they feel the need to play it a little heavier.
Yeah.
which is probably smart and it obviously really worked, but it doesn't give me like as excited about it.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
But it's structured quite a bit like the Begins trailer was.
Yeah.
All the way to the way the stinger is handled.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't actually have a ton to add besides things I said as we watched it.
Yeah, I don't have much
Hopefully
to
you guys
say
can hear all that.
after, like, what you said, besides what you said. Because you kind of said most of the points that I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, because I probably, I don't know.
Can you put yourself back to before you remember seeing that movie at all and tell me if you watched that trailer not knowing what that Joker...
One of the first movies I remember ever seeing.
But seeing that before you knew what that Joker was like,
Yeah.
would it seem like fun or would it seem heavy, rough, scary? Because I'm surprised by how different it watches knowing the material.
It honestly feels kind of like the Forever trailer.
That's interesting. In what way?
Or just kind of... Not the trailer.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like if Joker was from Begins and Forever.
What? What do you mean?
And put it into one, and then that's Heath Ledger Joker from this trailer.
Is that because it's all the one-liners, and
yeah,
so
it's
it
all
seems
the one-liners,
more over
and
the top,
it seems
and
more, yeah, and then...
because you don't
but
really
he
get
also
a
seems kind of scary.
you don't get a sense of his philosophy and worldview,
right?
In the way that you arguably could get a glimpse of that, at least for Ducard, or at least like Batman's in the first movie. Like there's not a character motif to really latch onto. You get the day is darker right before the dawn line, which ends up being a major important thematic beat, and in the movie it's all about Batman as a symbol and all of that, and using darkness to prove that that like people have an inherent goodness they can tap into, that whole thing.
Yeah.
But it kind of feels like just a trailer fodder line in the trailer. Like before you've seen the movie, it sort of just sounds like a platitude.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's actually really going to be about anything.
Yeah.
Chewbacca's Lover, $2 super chat. Remember when trailers used to be good? I mean, I still occasionally see a trailer that makes me want to see a movie, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, there are some not good trailers, but...
I think in some ways I'm liking some of the retro things more, but that's probably just nostalgia. It's probably just I sort of miss the stuff I had when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Sorry I missed that until just now, by the way. Everybody's telling us to watch the first Dark Knight trailer, which I thought about doing that instead, but we were trying to be consistent.
Yeah.
And pick all the main ones. So yeah, we'll go ahead and look at that teaser real quick. We won't talk a ton about it probably because we need to move on. But we'll see how this matches up with the Begins teaser.
I knew the mob wouldn't go down without a fight. But this is different. They've crossed the line.
You crossed the line first, sir. You hammered them, and in their desperation, they turned to a man they didn't fully understand. Some men aren't looking for anything logical. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
And that does give you...
Starting tonight, people will die. I'm a man of my word.
That's cool. I forgot about that. No, that's actually better than the Begins teaser, I think. Oh, you don't? I think it's really cool, though.
I think it's really cool. I just don't think...
What do you think... Again, emphasis. What do you think about having dialogue from the movie but not seeing anybody's faces?
I do like that. I do really like that.
Too.
It's not as good as the Begins teaser. I think the Begins teaser is... It's not as good as the actual trailer, but it's definitely...
Well, we're just ranking the trailers. Where do you put the Dark Knight one?
The Dark Knight one is below Forever for me.
Okay, so after Phantasm?
Yeah.
A little bit better than Phantasm?
Yeah, a little bit better than Phantasm. Forever's a little bit better.
I'm gonna put it just under 89, actually.
I really like Dark Knight, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's solid.
I
It's
am
super
not
solid.
expecting much
That-
from the Rises, but I don't
If
know.
I was ranking with the teasers, though, it would be way up there.
Yeah.
I remember Rises having a really kind of odd teaser. We'll see what the actual trailer is like. But I remember feeling weird about it even from the advertising, where I went into that movie going, something about this feels off, but I trust Nolan, and I'm sure it will all come together.
Yeah.
And then I saw the movie, and it didn't.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
James Egan, the Rises trailers are incredible in my opinion. Matthew Bass, there are still good trailers. It's the films themselves living up to the hype. That's the problem. And you know, there's a lot of sameness with some trailers these days. I'm sure that's maybe part of what Chewbacca Lover is talking about.
Yeah.
Where I get really tired of the constant like quick cut flashes and then going to black and just like and the strobe effect thing. I'm so done with that.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Here comes Dark Knight Rises. Oh, it's gonna be the chant, isn't it?
Oh, say, can you
I remember this. No, this was a brilliant way to open this trailer.
You are as precious to me as you were to your own mother and father. I swore to them that I would protect you, and I haven't.
Yeah, this is wonderfully ominous.
The mayor's gonna dump him in the spring. Really? Mm-hmm. But he's a hero, a war hero. This is peacetime.
You think this can last?
It's crazy.
There's a storm coming, Mr. Wayne. You and your friends better batten down the hatches. Because when it hits, you're all gonna wonder how you ever thought you could live so
So this geared us all up for a big, interesting revolution plot, and then that was all a red herring, and it wasn't really about it. Some of the disappointment with this movie for a while was based on expectations of there's the chant.
What does that mean?
Rise.
That's the name of the movie.
And the sound comes out as this always drove me crazy.
When Gotham is ashes, you have my permission to die.
The football player just keeps running like that. Because he doesn't really look like he's trying to escape anything. Maybe. You think so? I was intrigued by not Black Batman, you know, the original comic. And they made a big deal out of this is definitive. Nolan's not making any more of these. He's done. Okay, that's a really good trailer.
That might be better than Begins, honestly.
It's not better than Begins, but
It's like probably like
you might put that
second
all
for
the
me.
way at the top.
It's like second for me. It's
Okay,
it's
he's gonna rank it just under Batman Begins.
I don't like that movie, but that makes me want to see that movie again.
Doesn't it just make the movie even more disappointing?
It makes the movie seem like it should have been less boring.
Am I gonna put it in the same place? I mean, that is a super effective trailer. I cannot deny how well that's put together.
Yeah, that makes me
I
want to
think
watch
it's the
it again.
teaser that was weird to me with Gordon. One of the first things you see with that movie is Gordon in the hospital bed.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna put it in the same place. Can you believe that? That is second for me right now.
Yeah, me too.
It's really good. Brandon Martin, the reveal of Nolan's version of the Bat plane was cool. Yeah, the Bat. Thomas Lowe rise to the occasion. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make me... Sorry, James Egan. Dish, pasta. It doesn't make me want to rush out and watch the movie again just because I'm tired of trying to figure that movie out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like that movie, but just because it's.
But if I
really
was a big
boring,
fan of that movie, It would. It's such an effective trailer. Whereas the Begins trailer, admittedly, I was probably more stoked and applauding because it's also my favorite movie.
The thing with this
and it's so
trailer
well cut.
is that it's so, like, it's not boring.
Yeah.
And that movie is. And it's just so exciting, and it really pulls you in, and it's really like, you know, like the chant, and it's like, boom, Bane, boom, like the bat wing.
And that's the same thing the Begins trailer does, where it gets a lot of the big major beats in there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't show you very much from the third act because it would give away the big reveals that kind of ruin the movie.
Yeah.
Alex Barron makes a really good, terrific point. He says that trailer is the prototype for subsequent Nolan trailers. Yeah, and, you know, probably a lot of, like thriller and, I don't know, like, war movies, police movies, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Rip that off a lot. Super John Callan, come on, Cap, just one more Dark Knight Rises Super Rewind. Well, if I do the relaunch I'm talking about, there will eventually be another commentary on it, so... Oh my god, I can't believe I'm talking about doing that. More on that to come. I did an hour live show sussing out the possibilities for that this afternoon, if anybody's interested in listening to me ramble and fumble around talking about that. Okay, let's go ahead and move. Anything else you want to bring up with that? It's not sold as hard on Bane, like they're not giving a lot of his one-liners and all of that, because they're really making him feel real ominous.
Much. Like, it's sold on Batman's back.
Well, it's sold on Revolution.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Batten down the hatches.
Yeah.
A storm is coming.
Yeah.
It kind of feels... Here's what's interesting. If you... And I remember thinking this now that I'm thinking about it, in the theater. It feels like Nightfall and No Man's Land had a baby, and that's exactly what it is. But, like, if you're just watching that trailer, it's like, Bane's coming, he's gonna break Batman's back, and we're breaking down the bridges, and Gotham's getting cut off. I mean, a storm is coming. It feels like No Man's Land.
I also like the Catwoman tease, where it's like, there's a woman that it looks like Catwoman, like, because she's got, like, the mask.
But, I mean, that's as far as they ever go.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the Catwoman looks like in that movie.
Yeah.
Discussing topics, was Catwoman in costume in that trailer? Well, actually, now that I see what you're talking about. You mean at the party?
At the party,
You're right. I don't think she actually is in costume in that trailer.
We don't know if that's Catwoman in that trailer. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's just a girl that looks like Catwoman.
If you're keeping up and you know who that actress is, but you're right, absolutely. Goofster, isn't that the trailer they re-released and changed Bane's voice? I had that thought too. Like, it sounded right there, but I think when it was first in the theater, it sounded different. We were talking over it, but I'm pretty sure his voice is normal in the trailer we just watched.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Okay, we've got 10 minutes before we'll be at 2 hours. Okay. And a couple more things people were asking us to watch. So, well, actually, I did go ahead and do the Begins teaser. So,
and the Dark Knight
I think
teaser.
it's
so we should do
just
the Rises.
Gotham people are asking about.
Yeah.
Should we do the Rises teaser? Were people asking about that?
Yeah, people were asking
about
that.
We'll go ahead and do that real quick, too, then. Can I make an observation?
Yeah.
I went into this. Obviously we didn't have much of a plan. We were just gonna watch these and talk about it, and I was afraid that this might be kind of dull. I've enjoyed the crap out of this.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it too.
And thanks for doing it with me, Jason, because I think it's been a lot more fun with you here.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yeah, you would have tanked and burned without me. That's what he's saying.
No, I'm just.
That's true.
If you make yourself more than just a man.
They were making a big deal of the trilogy thing, so they have to get back around.
If you devote yourself to an ideal.
That's one of the things that put me off. Anyway.
Then you become something else entirely.
Turning this into a
legend, Mr. Wayne. A legend.
We were in this together. And then you were gone.
Sorry, what?
Now this evil rising. has to come back.
What if he doesn't exist anymore?
He must.
That was the image the city falling in the shape of a bat symbol. It's even on. It's even on posters. Not as great of a teaser as the first two.
No.
And shows a lot more.
It does.
AMC, I'm not gonna do any more like non-theatrical Batman trailers or teasers without a super chat, just because again we're gonna finish up here, and I'm only gonna do the Gotham one later because somebody asked for that with super chat. Return of the Joker wasn't released theatrically, but if you want to do a super chat, I'll certainly do it with that. Okay, let's not begging for money or nothing, but I don't want to go too far past 2 hours, so that's the only way that I'll guarantee that. Jayson, we are on to BVS. Are you ready?
Sure.
This will be interesting. Okay, so this is labeled the Comic-Con trailer. I think this is the main trailer. It's 3.5 minutes long.
Oh, wow.
Is that the main trailer? Somebody let me know if this is the wrong one. I mean, I'm about to play it. Brian Old, the fandom trailer for the Batman. Yeah, I do think we should probably throw that one. Robert Wild, you need to react to the BVS and the Batman trailers. Oh, well, yes, we absolutely are. Yeah, we're not gonna cut off prematurely. I just don't want to go too long if we can help it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Today is a day for truth.
Sorry, what? Remember the theater going, I'm sorry, what'd you say? Oh, truth. Oh.
The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for. That kind of power is very dangerous.
Could that have been the whole movie, please? Bruce Wayne running around Metropolis while Superman's fighting Zod. That part's great. That should have been just the movie.
Let the record show that this committee holds him responsible.
That's how it starts. The fever. The rage that turns good men.
Yeah, this is the main trailer I remember seeing a lot.
Cruel.
Let's say
this Bat vigilante is like a one-man reign of terror.
You don't get to decide what the right thing is. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
That line stuck,
This means something. It's all some people have. It's all that gives them hope.
People hate what they don't understand. Be their hero, Clark.
It's
be their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it. You don't owe this world a thing.
Yeah.
You never did.
I hated that line even with the trailer. I was like, really?
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator? The devils don't come from hell beneath us. They come from the sky.
We're getting all the big thematic
20 years in
there's
Gotham, how many good guys are left? How many stayed that way? He has the power to wipe out the entire human race.
The teaser did not reveal the Zod thing. I am glad we're watching this, though, because the biggest beef I have with the advertising was giving us way too much fun stuff.
And we have to destroy him.
But all of this is what gave me hope. Oh, yeah, this was the one, yeah. God, it shows way too much. This is a Sony trailer.
You're gonna go to war. He is not.
Even the Nightmare Batman stuff was in this trailer.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That is a sad Lex with a big ass thing of kryptonite. You see that? And then there's Wonder Woman. Everything. Here's the movie. Dude, this movie's too long. Just watch this trailer.
Hell, but that's Lex though.
The red capes are coming.
I guess
The
not
red
if you
capes
didn't
are coming.
know, but you would assume so. He's got a martini glass and he's got a big chunk of kryptonite. Like, who else is he?
I feel like I would agree that.
Oh, interesting. Actually, that would have been an interesting.
Or like Lex Joker.
Lex Joker.
Lex
Sure.
Luthor is Joker.
I'm fine with that in the Snyderverse, absolutely. Okay, well, that was a weird one to watch. Let's go ahead and look at the teaser real quick, too. Is that cool?
Yeah.
How did you feel about that one?
That one was. It was kind of boring.
You think it's boring?
I thought that was just.
You said that about the movie, too.
Well, I mean, that movie is not boring. There's a lot of crazy, stupid stuff happening.
Robert Wild says this trailer didn't works for me. At least this one didn't spoil Doomsday. I guess it didn't, because I mean, it shows his body. I remember this being the one that told me for sure that was happening, though. But maybe it was because of too much else I was reading about the production. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and look at this teaser real quick. But even the teaser is 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Is it really surprising that the most powerful man in the world should be a figure of controversy?
We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior.
We're talking about a being whose very existence
They are not telling us the truth.
challenges our own sense of priority in the universe.
Human beings have a horrible track record of
Tragedy.
following people of great
Power
power.
corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Chaos. Maybe he's just a guy trying to do the right thing.
We know better now, don't we?
That's weird.
Devils don't come from hell beneath us.
They brought their warrior.
That's a vision of the future.
The world has been so caught up with what he can do that no one has asked what he should do.
And all of this just really
That's how it
screams
starts.
like this is going to be a very
The fever,
like
the
heavy,
rage,
self-serious movie with a
the
lot
feeling of
substance.
powerlessness that turns good men
We didn't expect it to also make no sense whatsoever.
cruel.
This one really plays it as more of a man.
Yes, very good call.
Tell me, do you bleed?
I feel like that.
You will.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, with no context of what leads up to that, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's silly in the movie just because everything else around it is so silly, right? Just because it's so edgelord, dark for the sake of dark, and all of that. You could have made a movie that matched that. I mean that was where that line is believable, I think.
Yeah.
It's a good teaser. It's not a great trailer.
Yeah.
Let's just rank the teaser, though, because that's what we should have shown in the first place, especially because it's the length of, like, a regular trailer.
Yeah, I liked the teaser better than the trailer.
Are you cool with ranking that?
Yeah. And I would put that under.
I think I'm putting it over Forever. I think it's third for me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that gave me a lot of hope for that movie when it first came out.
Yeah.
And it feels a lot more sober than that movie ultimately is, and it's consistently stylized in the right way.
Yeah.
And it's got all the, big ideas up front.
Yeah. For me, I'm putting that probably over 66.
Oh, okay. But not as high as Returns?
No.
Way that low. Goodness.
I
okay.
liked Returns.
So you and I feel differently about this. Yeah. Cool. This is the ranking of these is fun too, because the only time you're going to see me put BVS third in a list.
Yeah.
Yeah, plushy DX, I forgot how edgy that was. Yeah, and like it's a little bit off-putting, but I'm open to it. You know, until we see it, and it's just a bunch of convoluted nonsense.
Yeah.
But you guys have heard me talk about that for 5 hours, so we're gonna go ahead and move on now. So that's BVS. Anything else you want to say about that?
No, I think I've pretty much said all I wanted to say about that.
Okay, so we've got 2 more left before we do the Gotham trailer somebody asked us to look at. So here is Lego Batman movie, which I almost forgot.
It must be great to be Batman.
Batman, we love you!
Thank you. I'm blushing super hard under the mask.
Batman!
Pray God.
Thanks, Batman!
I can only imagine he's going home right now to party the night away, surrounded by friends and lady activewear models.
Hey, computer. I'm home.
Every trailer for this had the I'm home thing. I love the number choice. Is that actually in the movie?
Master Bruce, your greatest fear is...
Snakes?
No.
Clowns?
No. It's being a part of a family again.
Snake clowns? No, now it's snake clowns because you put that idea in my head.
Sir, you need to take responsibility for your life, and it starts by raising the young orphan you adopted.
I thought I was being sarcastic.
Hello, secret camera.
Hello, secret camera. They keep
It's the
showing there.
Batcave! Oh my gosh! Look, it's the Bathtub!
Don't touch that.
The Bat Zeppelin!
Don't touch that either.
It's the Bat Kayak! Do I get a costume?
The Bat Kayak.
I love it, but his pants are just a little tight. I got an idea. It's better.
I could only look you in the eyes right now.
So obviously, totally, this is
Come catch you.
they're giving us an idea of what the story's
Superman
gonna
is my
be
greatest
about.
enemy.
Superman's not a bad guy!
Then I
gotta
say
see,
that
I
I
told
don't
you, you gotta
currently
get the
have
BS
a
shot.
bad guy. I am fighting a few different people. I like to fight around.
Hi, Barbara Gordon, new police commissioner. It's my dream for the police force
tell us in
to
the
team
trailer
up
that
with Batman.
What?
Wouldn't that be better?
I hate everything you just said.
I'm falling!
Gotcha.
You get a sense that you're thinking about it.
Initialized master build.
Here you go, Father.
Yes,
bad
you
guy
did
for
it.
half.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. Why did you build this thing with only one sheet?
Because last I checked, I only had one butt. Let's go defeat the Joker.
Woo! We're going on a family trip. I can wear my costume too.
Well, luckily for us, you left your costume back. Oh, no, under your clothes. That's perfect.
Yeah, I liked how I mean it just felt like a Lego movie. Like
Yeah.
It feel like you know what you're getting yourself into, and you know that okay, this is gonna be a fun family friendly thing, and you kind of get the fact that I saw that movie in like a couple years ago, and I hadn't seen it since the theater, and I like fell in love with that movie.
Oh, the teaser is also like 2 minutes. I guess we'll skip that. We probably don't need to also watch that. I thought I had a like much shorter teaser. I don't think any of the trailers did the all important movies begin with a black screen thing, which may have been fun to put in the advertising.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it's just as long as that, and we're already over 2 hours, so I think we'll go ahead and skip it and move on,
Yeah.
if that's cool with you. But I'm with you. That first of all, we built the city is a good song choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's fun because you know it's building, it's Legos, but Batman's always about the city.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say?
But you can definitely tell that it's not just a kid thing. Like there are jokes for adults.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where
it's gonna be a little sense of some of the
kids will be
references
like,
too.
yeah, it's fun, but there will be a lot of deep references and stuff.
It's a
for
very
BBS and Michael Jackson. And
it's a
so
safe trailer. In the same way the Lego movie trailer kind of was also.
Yeah.
They're really careful not to give away any of the big reveals in that movie.
Yeah.
Like thematically and plot-wise.
Yeah.
Where they want to surprise you that it might be more sophisticated than you're expecting. And compared to the Lego movie, for a lot of us it was kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
Even though I really like that movie.
Yeah.
just because that was a kind of brain freak in the theater.
Yeah.
When you get to the real world of it all.
Yeah.
And all of that, and just what that movie has to say about like keeping the child at heart as an adult, and the idea that it's like one of the greatest commercials ever made through an intelligent story, where it's like you can play with our stuff any way you want to, and it's about freedom and being your own person and all of that.
Yeah.
And I reviewed that movie again just a year and a half ago, Lego Batman movie, but that's getting into some of the yin yang Joker stuff, and Batman being insecure, and like some of that is in there, and his claiming not to care about the Joker as an arch nemesis and all of that.
Yeah.
But again, you don't know how far it's going to go. I feel like it's an intentionally underachieving trailer.
Yeah.
And it probably sold in just the right way.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get me, pumped up to watch it or anything.
Yeah. I liked.
Sorry, what?
I liked the trailer. It was kind of just like a normal trailer for me. I don't know.
Where do you want to rank that?
Ooh.
Since we're ranking now.
Yeah. Can I look at my list?
Yeah.
It's. I don't want to put it above VVS.
You put VVS kind of low.
I'm gonna put it above Batman and Robin.
Above Batman and Robin?
Yeah, it was just a normal trailer for me.
What do you mean?
Or I mean, above it.
Oh, okay, I got you. Sorry. Okay, and then here, let me show everybody what we're looking at here. Okay, so. Oh, hold on. Okay, so you've got it fourth from the bottom, or third from the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm
and
gonna
I think
put
I
it...
still agree with myself with the 89 choice. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still really like that one. It's just not.
I don't know. It's not bad or anything. I'm putting it pretty low too. I'm putting it second from the bottom right now. I don't know. Just because there's nothing. There's nothing real. I don't
crazy
know,
about it.
Yeah, memorable or anything that really makes it stand out.
Yeah.
And part of that's just because it's a spin-off / sequel kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it just goes, well, I mean, if you've been here before, you know what you're getting yourself into, exactly as you said.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to our last movie trailer, and we'll look at the Batman trailer. Let's look at the Batman teaser first.
I don't know if I saw that teaser. I know I saw the trailer when it first came out, but...
So the Phantasm teaser, the movie was not done yet.
Yeah.
And I think they sold it in exactly the right way. But let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. See, it's weird after you know the movie, understanding why certain things are there. You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't really know about the duct tape thing now. I just did a commentary on this.
Yeah.
Robert Wild says this is the best
From your
one.
secret
It's probably
friend.
will end up being the best one.
Who?
I'm such a fan of this song now.
Haven't a clue. Let's play a game. Just me and you.
So they're getting the detective
Any
stuff
of this
out
mean
front.
anything to you?
Oh, subtly getting us into the actual theme of the movie. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
You're
That
becoming
drum beat,
quite a
that's
celebrity.
that bomb. Bomb, bomb, bomb. And I put the score on my top 10.
Why is he writing to you?
Best superhero score of all time now. Because it is.
If you are justice, please do not lie. What is the price for your blind eye?
And I will say, this is way cooler. No,
How are you supposed to be?
In loving it. Because I was somewhat nonplussed by it. I was like, it looks like an okay Batman movie. I don't know. Like, I just need to go see it.
Vengeance.
It looks super dark. It looks super serious. It's maybe got the death work out front. That's great. The car's cool.
Yeah. This guy's trying to get
And then that's the whole thing about. But then I thought this whole thing was killer.
Yeah.
You're part of this too.
It's so stylish, yeah.
How am I part of this? You'll see.
You'll see. And then that's setting up for the main trailer reveal that will be a red herring that makes us think that the Riddler knows who Batman is.
Yeah.
And then everybody kind of cried foul on it, including me, and we were all, oh, really? You're going to give that away in the trailer? That Riddler finds out that he's Batman? Yeah. And then we all get to that scene. He's like, Bruce Wayne. And we're like, yeah, see, we all know. Oh! It's not what we thought. And I still say it teases it too much in the movie, but the advertising was maybe kind of brilliant.
Yeah, I really like that.
We can go ahead and watch the main trailer. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even know if you need to after that teaser.
Everyone's gonna want us to anyway.
Well, and they're gonna.
It's the best teaser.
Because it's got. Yeah. Putting the Batmobile stuff in at the end, and with Batman walking to the screen and all that, it was very smart.
How
very smart.
The teaser is more focused on Riddler, and the trailer is more focused on Penguin. I feel like.
Real quick, Chewbacca's Lover put in another super chat that I missed. $5 super chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got a couple other things I missed. Excuse me. Trailers used to show you, thank you guys, used to show you cool scenes out of context and make you wonder what they would be like in the film. Now they just show what the film is about. I mean, I think that's mostly true, but I still think that there's times where you see shots that you don't. I mean, even that. Like, there's shots there you don't know what the context is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say? Super John Kelling, $5 super chat. Batman Arkham Origins TV spot, 53 seconds long. Okay, I'm not sure why he wants us to look at that, but we can. I'll go ahead and throw that in there.
Why
not? We won't respond as much to these. And Jason's never played that game.
I don't think I have. No, I haven't. I've never played Asylum. I've only played City.
Oh, crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the main trailer for the Batman real quick. Okay, so this was really smart. Because, like, you're in the third act, and you don't realize you don't know what you're looking at right now. And the big reveal is the question mark in the coffin. Yeah. And the cup is green. How cool is that? Yeah. And you know what I thought? I went in the movie and I went, I bet that's on the movie. And it actually is.
It's a tool.
Yeah.
Like,
when that light hits the sky.
That's what I'm saying. It's beginning of the third act.
It's not just a call.
Yeah.
It's a warning.
This is another trailer that I think is kind of informed by the teaser. We haven't talked about this phenomenon.
Yeah.
It almost expects that you've already seen the teaser. Like, you're already selling this movie on this song.
Yeah.
Like, you've heard this song before.
That song is really
This is about a king.
Yeah, it bookends with it. Yeah.
I can take care of myself.
You didn't really have Catwoman in the first trailer, did you?
This continues. It won't be long before you've nothing left.
I don't care what happens to me.
That shot with
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
This does have me want to watch this again, and I just watched it.
Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance.
And Justice League. Here comes that car.
What's black?
So you gotta get a riddle in there.
And dead.
And then you go,
all over.
You. See in hell, that's a red herring. And then this screams, don't worry, it's also a thriller.
I got you!
sufficiently also a blockbuster. That's one of the coolest things ever in a trailer, by the way. It's just the logo coming up with all that in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah. Okay, where does that go in your ranking? That's tough, right? Does it beat that Batman Begins trailer? Because I don't know that it still does for me. I don't know.
It beats Dark Knight Rises for me, definitely.
Okay, all right. So it's gonna be second place for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so hard, man. I almost just want to flip a coin. I want to go Two-Face on this.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do the same thing.
Lots of coins here.
Cause like I was yelling at the screen like I was with Begins, but not quite as much. See, and then at some point you gotta wonder how much of this is just coming down to which is my favorite
of the two
of
movies.
the actual films.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See,
because when they're both really well put together.
It is my favorite Batman movie, but.
And fair enough, because it's wonderful. Oh boy, that's tough.
Ooh, I want to give you money to do a trailer.
Trailer?
Because I thought of a movie.
What is the movie?
I want to do the Joker trailer.
The Joker trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. It's not really a Batman movie.
I've never seen that movie. I haven't seen that movie, but I remember that trailer when it first came out.
Okay, we can look at that real quick if you want to. If you're okay staying up for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
It's already 10:30.
That's okay.
Now with this one, is it the trailer or the teaser?
The teaser.
Is it the teaser?
It's the teaser, yeah.
Okay, this is for Jayson.
I don't know why.
Now I want to know the comments. Do you guys? Jayson is turning 13 next month. Is he old enough to see Joker? Can I get away with showing him this movie? You let me know what you think, because I'm on the fence about it. It gets pretty rough. Okay, Jayson, you right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is just for Jayson. I'm not gonna have a ton to say about this. We're just gonna watch it. Are you ready?
I haven't seen this since a kid.
Arthur, does it help to have someone to talk to?
The advertising for this was great.
Yeah.
My mother always tells me to smile and put on a happy face. She told me I had a purpose. To bring laughter and joy to the world.
A lot of contention in the comments about whether or not I should show you this movie.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
I need to go back to smile. I haven't seen this since the theater.
Though your heart is aching, smile. Even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky,
gotta get Arkham in
you'll
there.
get by.
Don't worry, it's sort of
if you smile. To your fear and sorrow, smile. And maybe
you don't get from the trailer that this laughing condition exactly. Like, you're just like, why is he laughing with them?
What's so funny?
Freak. So the idea is he's got to real where he gets up laughing. Like when he gets real nervous or scared or something.
Gotham's lost its way. What kind of coward would do something that cold-blooded? Someone who hides behind a mask.
I used to think
that was Bruce Wayne.
my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a comedy.
This is a great trailer. You get the transformation, but you don't feel like you know everything that happens. And yeah, the dancing on the stairs thing is really cool.
Just smile.
Yeah, that's a great teaser. So yeah, a lot of contention in the comments. Everybody's got an opinion about whether or not you should see that movie. And it seems like 50-50 kind of.
Yeah, probably no. Or if I've seen this, if I've read Watchmen, I should see this. If I've seen,
and I haven't shown you the Watchmen movie yet either.
The thing is, I tried to watch Logan and then I fell asleep because it was too late. So we need to do that soon.
Yes, but I was actually letting him watch that. We just haven't gotten through it yet. But in black and white, because I think it's the graphic stuff in that movie, I think it's a little bit easier to look at if you're not seeing it in color. Okay, so we need to watch the Gotham teaser trailer.
Yeah, I remember this when this first came out.
What is the... Is it the 204 probably? Is it this one? It must be this one.
I love this city. And
it's a new day!
Sometimes I think this place is cursed.
Hey, look, it's Falcone.
But I won't let it fall apart without a fight.
Citizens of Gotham, we will not. We cannot let these killers and these robbers and these rapists and these thugs win. Not on my watch.
There is a war coming.
All of them.
Witness
all the origins.
Probably all. Oh.
There will be chaos. Rivers of blood in the streets. I know it.
That Penguin's amazing.
It's my new partner, Jim Gordon.
You have a little danger in your eye.
You want to watch? You want to watch Gotham? He didn't kill someone for a sandwich. Yep, that happened. Get him, Gordon.
War. This is war.
The show was great, though. Don't worry, that will be just as convoluted as you think it might be on television.
What's your name?
My name's Bruce Wayne.
Wow, it's crazy to see him that young.
I will find
really everybody. Even Donald Logan looks strangely young.
I'm learning to conquer fear.
Fear doesn't need conquering. Fear tells you where the edge is.
He's in
Somebody has to take over. It might as well be me.
Gotham is on a knife edge.
This is not a city for nice guys.
Of course. It's really weird looking at this on top of.
However dark and scary the world might be right now.
I don't know if this was the trailer he was talking about.
There will be
but
light.
This is the one I remember.
Bruce.
She's wonderful, by the way. This is one of those things where the casting is so much better than the storytelling. I forgot again an idea, by the way. Yeah, it's a bizarre show. And it made me a crazy person at one point. Because it cannot figure out what it is, and it's nuts. I've talked about that a lot. I couldn't review the last season because it was so awful and hard to look at that like I binged it, and then I sat down to talk about it, and I could not bring myself to talk about it. That's how nuts it was.
Yeah.
And their version of No Man's Land is just ugh. But I am talking about trying to make John do 24-hour streams for that show at some point. Past Smallville.
You should do Krypton.
It would be the most insane thing. Yeah, but like nobody would show up for Krypton. I kind of want to do it though. Okay, let's look at that Arkham Origins. I'm not sure why he wanted us to do this, but we're going to do that. Arkham Origins TV spot, 53 seconds. All right, here we go. Do you know what Origins is?
Yeah, it's not good.
Well, there's things I like about it,
Okay.
but Origins was the kind of spin-off that WB Montreal made instead of Rocksteady. Because for a minute it looked like they were going to try to get an Arkham game out every year, maybe. And it's a prequel that they sold real hard on Black Mask, but then ended up being just another Joker thing. Okay, right?
Didn't that not have the best story?
No, not the best story.
Same
Not
with
terrible.
Night, right?
But the bigger issue was it was just kind of glitchy and stuff. Yeah, well, all of the Batman-Joker dynamic happens... Oh, I remember this. It happens in one night. But yes, Night has a worse story, absolutely. I'm not sure why we had to look at that.
That was
one.
on the 3DS?
How
did they do that?
I think it was a different game entirely, maybe.
Why'd they... Okay. Oh,
Robert,
right.
I love the Christmas atmosphere of Origins. Yeah, I did too. Absolutely. Tom, $2 super chat. Would Gotham work better as a one-season miniseries? Yeah, I mean, some of the problem with that show was certainly that it was too decompressed and it had a bazillion subplots. I think to deal with a large ensemble cast, and because I don't think the problem was necessarily let's have a lot of villains already established and do it backwards. Like, it's counterintuitive, but it can work. You know what I mean? That Batman doesn't create the villains; it kind of goes the other direction. I don't know if I'd make it one season, Tom, but certainly, 3 or 5 seasons, but half the episode count.
Yeah. Oh wow, this game is almost 10 years old.
Yeah, I know.
That's insane.
Isn't that nuts?
Blackgate.
Yeah, Blackgate. Yeah, and I always wanted to get that, but I never, because I think, wasn't the idea of that game, it was all kind of the side-scrolling Scarecrow stuff?
Yeah.
You guys have taken me on a ride tonight.
You have to finally get the SD card back in.
Oh, I gotta fix that. Yeah. How much Batman have we talked about tonight? I mean, we just did the whole gamut, running all the way up, man.
Yeah,
66 to right now to last Thursday. Okay, no, Robert, we're at 2.5 hours. We're gonna go ahead and call it good now, I think. But thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. And as always, I want to say thanks a bunch to our Patreon producers, our members of the Rewind Selection Board, and I always read everybody's names at the end, and thanks a lot to our patrons in general, but especially you guys. So we've got Bill Mills, thank you, Chewbacca's Lover, David Crabtree, Elliot Slater, GB Rogo, Goofster123, Hayden Spring, Jeff Niederhofer, Joe Turner, Joe Gira, Jonathan Campbell, Joshua Glissano, Matt Bat68, Michael Martin, SS Jerry, Stone Gasman, Super Billy, Thomas Edgehill, Adam March, Checkers, The Inventor, Damon Begay, Hot Soup, Jacob Schneider, Justin Hayes, Kareem Roberts, Matthew Brody, Michael Austin Gulick, Miguel Rodriguez, The Day Ghost, Unknown Passenger, Wendell Jones, and Zach. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate you. Never heard me do that before. Really appreciate you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Hey, I am taking a couple weeks off next month, and probably the beginning of the month, probably starting next week. So I won't have another Rewind for a couple of weeks unless plans change and I end up pushing that back.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, look, it's awesome. Unless I end up pushing that back a little bit, I'm not quite sure yet. I'll let everybody know. But talking really seriously about a relaunch for Rewind and going to a mostly commentary format. But that does not preclude the possibility of us doing more of this kind of thing and discussion videos, of course. Just changing the way I'm doing the reviews. So thank you guys so much for being here. We went a long time, and I'm sorry for keeping you up so late.
That's okay.
But boy, this was fun. Like, way more fun than I expected it to be.
Oh, yeah.
And it was kind of just running through the history, you know.
Yeah.
It was a timeline of Batman movies.
Yeah. Oh, Austin, Dad wants to make a trailer with you.
Yes, I will talk to you about that later. Jareth Gearhart, so no, the Shadow won't be next week because, again, I may be taking the next couple weeks off. And the very first episode of the new version of the show will be something else. But I will do the Shadow very early because I announced that recently as the next thing. Anyway, once again, appreciate you guys. I'm going to get going. I was Captain Logan, and Jayson, thanks once again.
I was Jayson.
I feel like it's appropriate to do this right now. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Do you know why that was appropriate?
Why?
Well, because Batman and Robin,
yeah,
they shake in 66,
yeah.
and then they did that in Batman Forever. Did you notice that in the trailer? They had the shaking.
Yeah.
I
didn't realize that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.